Hey everybody, I am so sorry I am LATE late. 26 minutes late. I'm having terrible time. I've rearranged my studio and the lighting just isn't working, but we're going to just make do today with the lighting that we have. And I'm going to have to do some behind the scenes work on that. I think it'll work okay for today. If you're here, make sure you say hello. I love to chat with you. Today is Monday, August 30th. Tomorrow is the last day of August. There, I think I've got everything turned on proper. No, I do not. Am I on, y'all? Am I on the Plaid Poodle? If you're on, could you just give me a thumbs up that I am in the right spot? There's no way for me to check. Oh, good. I'm in the right spot. Okay. Hi, Laura. Hi, Stacy. Like I said, my lighting is really poor today. I was trying to rearrange some things. I've got fell over right before, and I couldn't get my lighting to work very well. So I'm going to have to work on that later when I get off today. But I think it'll be good enough for you to see, and you can see my big mess behind there. So let's turn around the camera around there, and I'll be in the corner. Hello. See, there's a shadow over here. Everything's opposite, and I've got a shadow here, so I've got some work to do, but I think you can see okay. This is the little card we're going to make today. It is a slimline card, my take on a slimline card. And I basically, well, let's get started with what I used for the card. I'm using the Counting Sheep stamp set that can be had for free. It's in the Celebration brochure. And it's been sitting around here, and I've been dying to use it. It's on page 10 if you have a Celebration brochure, or you can look at it at my website, theplaidpoodle.com. If you click on the catalog tab, you'll be able to look at it. But with a $50 purchase, you get the stamp set free, and with another $50 purchase, you can get the coordinating dies. So I've been kind of itching to use this. It's a little busy in the background, but what I was trying to get a meadow look, and I really wanted to use blue instead of green. And I basically cased it off this card that I created earlier this summer using the Sweet as a Peach suite or stamp set and dies. So, but I just replaced the peach elements with the little lambs. The paper I use, this background paper, it is somewhere. It is in the new Christmas mini. It is the Harvest. I really like it. Let's find it in the catalog. Harvest Meadow. It's on page 55 of the Holiday Midi. And there's some Bumblebee, Soft Succulent, Misty Moonlight, and Crumb Cake, and Calypso Coral. And I was going to use the Soft Succulent print, but I just wanted it to be a little bit more brighter and a little bit more fun. So, to start, for my card base, I took some thick Whisper White or Basic White, and it's 8 inches by 8 inches. Then I scored it at 4 inches to make my card base. I like to use the thick Basic White for card bases. Then I took a piece of the Designer Series paper. I almost used this yellow background, the Bumblebee background. But I decided I really liked the look of kind of the flowers and the grasses in the meadow for the background. But for this one, we could maybe, I just don't think my yellow elements would show up. So we're going to keep it the same. So I cut this a smidge smaller than the card base. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Kay. I cut it at 7 7/8 and 3 7/8. So it's just slightly smaller than my card front. And then I always like to use the multi-purpose liquid glue, because this is going to give me a minute to kind of get it where I want it to be. Make sure your pattern's going the right way. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cover it up with that frame. You just want it pretty straight. Isn't that pretty? I love that print. Okay, then I took a piece of Misty Moonlight and I cut 3 rectangles, and I used one of the new dies from the Color and Contour. I think they're called Contour dies. And I just used this one, the second to the smallest, to get those scalloped rectangles out of there. And then I wanted to pop this up, and just to make it quick, instead of using the Stampin' Dimensionals, I'm using the foam adhesive strips. They come in a package like this. These last forever. They make great shaker cards. In fact, this would be a great shaker card if we wanted to put a window sheet behind and add some sequins. I can also see that my camera is not high enough really for this. We'll just let all the technical difficulties go, and I will get this fixed for Wednesday, I promise. I moved everything around the end of last week, and I thought I'd try something new, and it is not working. So I'm just putting these foam strips around the edges. This piece of Misty Moonlight, I did cut 8x4. I cut it the same size as my card because I want it to cover up all of the card base. What are you ladies doing today? Monday has been kind of a slow start for me. I usually work in my studio on Mondays and Wednesdays. I devote that time. And I got a late start this morning. I'm going to try and do this without standing up. You can always trim out the edges if you feel like you didn't get it perfect, but that looks pretty good. Okay. You would definitely need extra postage on this card because it is going to be a more thicker card. Okay, now for my stamping, I just took a scrap of basic white and I'm using Memento ink. And I wanted to use all these cute little images. Now we're going to color them just a bit, but I also want to stamp the sentiment onto here. We're going to cut it out. with our trimmer. And the little party hat, I want to cut out or stamp in some bumblebee. I kind of went with the Misty Moonlight and then added the yellow embellishments. Donna is having new windows installed. Yay! Is that making your home warm today? Okay, that's all the stamping, and I'm going to color it a little bit, and I'm using some Stampin' Blends. I don't think I need that yellow anymore. I changed it up. No AC today. Ugh. It'll be worth it, though. Your AC bill will probably be a lot cheaper after you get the new windows. Hi, Loopy. Okay, I'm going to take some dark smoky slate and color the little hooves on these sheep. These are the Stampin' Blends, the Stampin' Up's alcohol markers. So you always want to use Memento ink when you're coloring, because any other kind of ink might run. The alcohol will cause the watercolor ink to run, the water-based ink. Then I took the light smoky slate and colored in the legs. And then I took the light smoky slate and I just colored in on these little, the stamped fluffy parts, just to give it a little interest. Okay, and then I took some petal pink, the light, I think, this is light petal pink, and colored their little ears. And then I also just put little rosy cheeks. I thought that would be fun. Okay, then we're gonna die cut these out with our die cuts that coordinate. We've got this little guy, this little guy. Here's the little hat. And then I'm also going to die cut, or I already did actually, the little flag and the little sun images. The birthday flag, this fence, I'm excited to use too. And then here's two little cloud images. So you get a lot of little dies there for free for a $50 order. I was really surprised that Stampin' Up! Did that. Usually a die set in a celebration requires like a $100 order, but they treated us. I don't have my magnetic plate yet, so I'm using some removable tape. Okay, I'm going to step away so the table doesn't shake. I don't trip over my cords. Okay. Grab my trimmer and we'll cut that sentiment out. But here's our little die cuts. They're cute. Whoops. Okay. I'm just cutting my sentiment out with my trimmer. I could use my snips, but I don't cut that straight. Hi, Kathy. All right, now we have all of our elements to put our card together, and I'm going to bring back these strips because I want my little sheep to be the same height as my die cut frame. So I want this little guy to look like he's jumping up here. He's so happy. And I will stick a little piece there. And then put a little glue on his legs. And then our little, she looks like she's singing, or she looks like she might be proclaiming something. She looks like the leader. And we will put her right here. And then this little guy, he's just strolling along. He's kind of the, what would you call him? He's the introvert of the group. Just kind of slowly making the rounds at the party. Okay, then I'm going to take the little happy birthday and put it up here. So I need one little more strip. There we go. Now we'll just add our little yellow Embellishments. So this gal is holding her little flag, and I will need one more little piece of adhesive strip. They're foam adhesive strips. So she's holding her little flag. Then I thought the sun needed to go up here. And then we're going to put the little party hat on the little introvert at the bottom. I don't know why I thought that. I just made up a story. This gal seems pretty confident. This gal's very happy. This gal's just kind of whatever. Okay, that's the card today. And then we could put anything we want on the inside. We might want to put another little stamp, another little sheep onto there. But that is the Counting Sheep stamp set, and it's free with a $50 purchase, and that goes away at the end of this month. Here it is. So you can get the stamp set with the $50 purchase, and then the dies with the $50 purchase. So don't need the dies. They're just nice to have if you do have a die cutting machine. It would be very simple to fussy cut those little guys out, but the middle one is the troublemaker. You think so? I just thought she's very confident. I thought maybe this one might be the little troublemaker, Kathy. Little hyperactive. Anyways, thank you guys for hopping in today. Again, I apologize I was so late. I'm going to have to deal with my technical difficulties, and hopefully by Wednesday we'll have this all fixed. You all have a great afternoon, and thanks for joining me. Stay safe. Bye-bye.